Good morning. How to double your salary, part 25, audio version. Last week in part 24, we were talking about the chance and choice. Uh, Today, we will discuss about some unusual events, which I call them miracles. Baba's gift on his birthday. There are several instances which I may not remember or relate to God's grace. But this one and next one experience are so close to miracles. I cannot but mention them. On November 23rd, 1998 morning, I woke up and prayed to Sri Sathya Sai Baba. As it is your birthday, I can't give you anything present, but I want a gift from you. Having said my prayer, I went to office, where after I come back in the evening, remembering my prayer, I asked my wife if any message has come, any post, any packet, or any letter, fax. My wife didn't understand the context and answered in negative. I took shower and prayed briefly. When I opened my PC, and in my email in the inbox, there was a message from Balbir Singh, who was my known friend, regarding a job for me. It was not an opportunity, but an offer letter. Your salary will be so and so, your designation will be this, and this is the company name. And the message also said, you don't try to check with them, don't call them, it may reduce the offer. As it was a supply and demand situation, I was not overwhelmed, but also wonderstruck. How come without application a job offer? And for years I was just wondering how it happened. But anyway, in the end, I did the same mistake which the message has cautioned me. I contacted them and they confirmed the offer and they gave me the job, but with a little less salary. And after so many years, I found out, one day casually I mentioned to one of our friends who visited me that I am looking for a better opportunity. But I never thought it would just happen such way, and this gentleman would meet another gentleman in a conference, and they would discuss, and then my job is fixed without my application. So this is the one thing which I want to tell you. It so happened on a birthday of Baba. So, and also I prayed for it. I would like to give 100% credit to Baba. The other one, and continuing on the saga of my career, there is a thin line between faith and fate. Those who believe in miracles cannot see them unless they have faith. But faith alone is not enough to experience miracles. It requires God's grace also. So, why miracles are required? Probably they are required for non-believers to develop faith. For those who already have faith, it gives further strengthening of their belief. That is why ancient Indians started recording their experiences. They are called Puranas. Purana means very old. So old that nobody know how old it is. So no life is complete without experience. You take the scientific breakthroughs, like Kekule. One day, he was struggling to come out with the Benjamin structure. Till that time, the C6H6 could not be explained. A snake enters his lab and then winds itself into coil. That's how it works on. And Kekule gets an idea that why should he try C6H6 in a straight chain compound rather than an aromatic or cyclic compound? So, uh, the other one we're talking about is 2 years God's grace. Another equally baffling incident happened when in 1996, before I, joined the Sharjah refinery as a head of process, which is a uh, integration of 3 refineries we bought from Canada. It was a prestigious job for me, and one way the offer was tempting as it almost doubled my salary, and the other way, I was not very sure about the financial viability and manpower recruitment for that. I asked my father for advice. He advised me not to join if I am not confident. But ambition and opportunity, coupled with my less experience, pushed me for the job. However, I did a wise thing. I placed the job offer at the altar of Baba and prayed, please protect my job for 2 years. Rest I will take care. I now can't explain why I asked for only 2 years. It so happened that my first day of working was 18 September 1996 and the last day of the job was 17 September 1998. Exactly 2 years. What a divine calculation. Not even a day was off. After that, I did a consultancy job, and I'll cover it in my next book, how to double the profits in that. And it was my second entrepreneurial trial. And the first being, I gave a feasibility report for a refinery to be set up in Mangalore, which is almost the first private sector refinery in India. That was way back in 1985. As some wise person said it, when you're determined and put your full efforts on a mission, whole universe will unite to help you. So that's what happened in my case. Other thing what I was thinking is, what we do will come back to us. I firmly believe that I did a selfless service of taking care of disabled children for 7 years, and I got a job offer. It exactly lasted for 7 years for a mega project. So what I was just thinking is, and sometimes you get the offers again and again, and it happened in my case. I got an offer from Babco in 1991, and almost about 8-9 years back, after I got it again, offer in 99. So, will it happen in every case? I can't say that. But one thing we all have to learn from this: never cut your connection with your bosses even after you resign. I resigned 3 months after I was sure after getting a job abroad, and I am thankful to Mr. Mathur, who was my friend, philosopher, and guide, who was a director in HPCL. He advised me, first you go and check your job. If it is good, then you can resign. Otherwise, you don't have to resign and then come back and join the back. Similarly, one Mr. Ravichandra offered a job in his group in Delhi in safety directorate, which I feel it is a great break for me while I was struggling to get my promotions. And thankful to them as well as thankful to God for giving me these great people. And before I close today's topic, I would say never underestimate others' role. While I separately deal with the impact of our family members, here I am giving some people who came in my life and influenced, inspired, and helped me to meet my goal. I had a professor by name Dakshinamurthy who taught us thermodynamics in our engineering. He gave me a testimonial when I passed out in BTech. The last sentence of the testimonial was, Mr. Rajsekar will be an asset to any organization he joins. I was, thrilled to see that last line. Till today, I consider that testimonial as the best I received, and I'm, struggling or struggled whole my career to live up to that testimonial that I'll be an asset to the company which I worked for. Then we talked about Balbir last week, and then I'm talking about one of our friends, Mr. Jaydev. He gave me an offer in an engineering company in Saudi Arabia. I was about to retire from my job, and the offer was something which I could not refuse or reject. It was a refinery specialist job, and I worked in one more year as my dream. And as I close this chapter, I want to thank Mr. Jaydev, who helped me to I won't write this book, How to Double Your Salary, and then while almost gave up my hope that because I was already vice president and I was head of the process design, and then the project is complete and I was about to retire. At that time, doubling the salary was not possible, but it was made possible by Mr. Jaydev. One is that I was working for a Canadian company, so where their salaries were good, and the second thing is I was one of the most revered refinery and design experience I had. So what I was telling is that we should always try to improve our qualifications, experience, as well as the skills, and then if possible, I presented dozens of papers in the international conferences, and I wrote books. What I feel is that if you are try to be the best in your field, and then asking for a best salary is not a crime. Also, I was one day struggling to get a job. Then one Mr. Paul, Sudeep Paul, who was my colleague in earlier company, he suggested, why don't you meet this engineering company president. So I forgot the name of the guy. Now the company is Petrofac. Now they are one of the leading engineering companies in Middle East. So I just casually had my lunch and then went to meet that president, and he offered me a job for a refinery specialist in Mediterranean and as well as Russia. And I came back and then declared to my wife that I got an offer, and then I am resigning from my present job. So she was surprised. She said, just went out for a 5 minutes walk before lunch, and then you came with a job offer. But then I give that credit to Mr. Paul, who suggested that I should meet that president of that engineering company. I learned a lesson: whenever meet a person, never judge their usefulness to you. Either he may help you or you may help him, or just both of you can help each other or community or the company you work for. But the mutual benefit to society is what we have to remember. So the next today I'll close this 25th part, and in the next one we'll discuss about the family, how they contribute and influence our career, and that I think probably is will end this chapter of dilemmas. And I don't think all the time family would give you the right advice or the wrong advice, but you have to decide between family and the career which one is important. So we'll discuss in the next episode in the part 26 on that. Signing off, author Ratsekar Polapragada. This How to Double Your Salary is volume 1 of twin series, How to Double Your Money. And the first one is written for employees, and the second one is written for employers, which is titled How to Double Your Profits. So I close the part 25 today. Bye.